Rowan, I think you've talked about at one point that you're trying to figure out what to do with your e-ink display. Is that right?
Yeah, well, kind of. So I know what I'm doing with it. I know I want to use it as a picture frame and so on. I'm debating whether I also double it to be a dashboard in case some kind of event happens, right? Like a door opens or something like that. Do I build a little prompt and say, or like a little box and say, hey, front door's opened or back door's open, whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know if I just because to me that uses a lot more cycles and the ink display I'm using is color, right? So it's more it's less power efficient. Um yeah. So those are things I'm toying with right now. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Well, I mean, right now I do have the notifications for example, if a door is unlocked or not, that would display on it. But, it is a 15-minute delay. So I wouldn't, to me, as long as it's not mission critical that I need to know about it straight away, then like the e-ink display is not really the best like method for it, right?
Yeah, and for that I think it need to be plugged in just so I can have it polling at all times, right? It's like you said, yours is a 15-minute delay. I'm actually looking at longer. I'm looking at like an hour or two.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
And to update the e-ink display itself, it's going to take it's going to take about I think 25, 30-ish seconds, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's have you thought about what is I guess the firmware or the platform for the e-ink that you want to use it with? So I use Terminal, and the good thing about that is basically all the components to update it are already in the App Store in Home Assistant, I guess. I, I guess it is called an App Store. Well, apps.
Yeah, I'm DIYing it with ESP Home. So and again, when I say DIY, I mean there's been a lot of cloud work that I put into this where because again, there needed to be a lot of custom stuff, right? Just because again, this display is not actually supported by I forget I think it's called Open Display. There whatever e-ink software there is. Yeah. So yeah, so I had to do a bit of work there, and well, I didn't do it. Claude did it, but again, there's been a lot of iteration and testing on a lot of that stuff, and yeah, so I think it's at a good point, but yeah, I do think it's the more I think about it, the less practical it is for me to use it as a notification center, especially because I'm using it as a like on battery, and my goal is to preserve that battery life for as long as I can.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, probably if you have it, update once an hour, it would take maybe 6 months, I guess, for the battery to run out. Hey, yeah. So the reason why I keep on, yeah, the reason why I keep on telling you about Terminal, because I believe they've open sourced their software. You probably can install it in your display just fine.
They have.
So one of the things that you can, if you have all the components within Home Assistant, you can actually query the battery status on it, and then you'll have it
Mm.
basically displayed on the actual device whenever the battery goes below a certain level. So I have almost any battery operated devices in the house. Whenever they go below 10%, it'll just show up as a replace battery within the display itself. So that way, because one
Yeah.
of the front door requires a lot of batteries, and the worst thing would happen is if I need to get in the middle of winter and well, battery is dead, right? So it just makes it easier to have everything there that will display, about that. And I
Yeah.
guess the nice thing about it is that it's two-way cycle, I guess. You have Home Assistant query the display,
Yeah.
get the battery level, display it on Home Assistant, we will send it back to the display itself, kind of thing. So yeah, it's pretty, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a quite mature platform at this point if you want to use the software for a terminal. But hey,
Yeah.
Claude is magical. If you're gonna run your own software on it, by all means, and then just share it with me so that I can see what I can do with
It's
it.
awesome. Yeah. I You know what? I'm gonna put everything on once it's done. I'm gonna put it all on GitHub, and I'm gonna put a blog post around how to actually set it up.
Yeah,
So my goal is to make it easy to set up because again, right now it's not as easy as it probably
yeah.
should be. But yeah.